So what's up, you guys? This video is just gonna be, it's like all of my other videos. It's just gonna basically be me talking, and you're more than welcome to watch. So in the last video, I've actually got a video trying to upload right now, so I can't really say in the last video, but I've got another video on the way. It's just how to do an oil change on my Tahoe. I wouldn't say misrepresented, but I put the wrong kind of title, so I'll just have to fix it when it's finished. I put GMT 800, so I put for the Suburbans, Yukons, and all that. Well, that applies to the Silverados and Sierras as well. The GMT 800 platform is this platform. It's the Tahoes, the Silverados, the Sierras, all of them that are this body style this year. This is a 2006 Tahoe. But I wanted to clarify that, but I will go and fix it. You'll probably see this video after I've already fixed it, but I can't fix it until the video uploads, and it's already taken this long to upload, so I'm not going to try to delete it and try to re-upload it. But anyways, there'll be this video and one more coming out, but the next video won't have anything to do with Tahoes or anything. It'll have something to do with YouTube. So, but anyway, I have another bit of, I guess, modification. I'm not going to say mods because everybody says that, and that's just boring, but I have more parts to go on the Tahoe that are on the way. So I have a 5.3 in my Tahoe, and it is, mine's a 2006. Mine's four-wheel drive. It has factory everything on it: factory exhaust, factory headers, factory manifolds, factory everything. So my other Tahoe that I had was a 5.3 as well. My other Tahoe was a 2005. It was a two-wheel drive. It was an LS, not an LT. And it had long tubes on it. It had a set of black pace setter, I think 1 3/4 primary long tube headers with their catless Y pipe, and I had no problems with them. That truck was two-wheel drive, and I know if somebody can see the picture on the computer, you know what I'm talking about, know what it's going to be about. But I liked those. They weren't Speed Engineering, or they weren't Texas Speed, just because they were a little bit more. I got the long tubes for free, basically, because a friend of mine had I think a 2000 or a 99 regular cab short bed Silverado that he was going to put the long tubes on, but he wrecked that truck, so he asked me if I wanted them, so I said sure. So I bought them for him pretty cheap, or from him pretty cheap, put them on. It was a done deal. So basically, it was a done deal. I had the exhaust done after that so that it was nice and free flowing. Didn't have any issues. Still, it had the check engine light just because I didn't get it tuned, so the rear O2 sensors weren't being used. But all in all, it was a good deal. I liked it. So I went ahead and picked me up a set of Speed Engineering headers this time. I got the 1 3/4. I bought them off of eBay. I didn't buy them off of their website directly. I bought the exact same thing. I bought the Speed Engineering long tube headers, and then I also bought their catless Y pipe, which is the off-road version. They have to say off-road because if not, they'll get in trouble with emissions and stuff. But this is what I bought. I bought the long tubes, the catless Y pipe, and gaskets. I wanted the upgraded ARP bolts that go with it, but I didn't have that option on eBay, so I'll just have to probably buy them separately or figure out a way to buy them. But I know the thread pitch, so I can just buy those off of ARP's website directly. So this isn't my first time putting these headers on one of these, so I already kind of know what to expect. The other one that I did it by myself. This one I'll probably be doing by myself again, but this one is four-wheel drive, so I have a drive shaft and a bunch of other stuff to work around this time. So on my other Tahoe, I did not take the transmission cross member down. I didn't take it off. I didn't lower it or nothing. I may do that on this one just to make my life a little bit easier. Also, something that I did, some of the things that I'm going to say now are going to be just tips and tricks to help you guys do this. So my vehicle is not from the north. Mine has no rust on it, and if it does, it's just surface rust from it being 16 years old. My Tahoe has stayed in Georgia its whole life. It was sold brand new in Georgia, which is where I live. So there's no rust. The rocker panels are all good. So everything should come apart fairly easy. When I did the suspension, everything came apart with no problem. Didn't have to cut anything. Didn't have to do any of that stuff. The exhaust, I do recommend that when you're going to do this, I try to do it at least a week and a half in advance. So my long tubes supposedly aren't going to be here until this coming up Friday, which is May the 20th. Today's the 15th, so it's Sunday. I highly doubt that because, it's coming with FedEx. So FedEx likes to say one thing and do another. So I'll end up getting them sometime in the next week or two. But what I do is I go and spray everything on the truck that I know I'm going to take off. So every single bolt, every nut, I sprayed all of the exhaust manifold bolts. I sprayed the O2 sensors, and I already tried to take 2 of the O2 sensors off, and they broke free with no problem. There's the 2 that I can't get to, that I'll probably have to get a socket for, a sensor socket, which I don't have, so I will have to buy one. But they are 7/8. But I'm gonna have a list of all the tools you'll need for this. I need to make a video about the front suspension because I still haven't shown that either. And right on cue, there's a train, so y'all will just have to deal with that because I'm not gonna stop recording just for that train. But like I said, just go ahead and spray everything with like WD-40, PB Blaster, whatever you want to use. I have PB Blaster. I have a WD-40's like penetrating stuff, but it does not work very well. It dries up really quickly, and it doesn't really seem to do its job. I want to try some of that Seafoam Deep Creep to see if it works. But I used the JB Weld. I used PB Blaster last time, had no problems. There are some bolts that are on mine, the manifold bolts that are broken. I have, I think, 3. I'm not going to show how to replace those, how to take them out, because there's videos about that, and I don't want to have to fight with the phone and all the room that I don't have in there. So I'm obviously probably going to do the driver's side first, just because it's got the most going on. It's got a lot in the way. There's the power steering shaft, there's the box itself, there's all that other stuff that's in the way. And yes, I apologize about the train. It's a thing that I have to deal with every day, so y'all can deal with it for a few minutes. But like I said, I try to do that a few times before I actually am going to replace the headers or the manifolds with the long tubes, just to make my life easier, just so I know that they've gotten hot from me driving it, they've gotten cold, they've expanded and contracted. So if there's anything that's going to keep them from breaking loose, it's kind of broken loose on its own. My vehicle's in pretty decent shape for its age as far as the rust and corrosion. The exhaust is fairly nice looking. Like I said, I've already sprayed everything once. I'm going to spray it again, probably today or tomorrow. And especially when it's cold, I'll definitely let it sit. And then once it gets hot, obviously it'll burn it off. So if you smell it, it's no big deal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You will have to get a tune. For those that don't know, you will have to get a tune when you go and replace all this stuff. Like if you don't put the rear O2 sensors back in, which I am not, because I'm not going to have cats, it will need to be tuned because it will throw a check engine light, because it will run lean, I think. But it also is a good thing, because then when I get it tuned, I can also kind of get a little bit more power out of it that way. I mean, I'm not thinking this is going to make 500 horsepower off of just long tubes and a tune. That's not feasible. Probably with the long tubes, a lot better of a free-flowing exhaust than what I have now, because it's just the long tubes are just going to made up to the factory exhaust, and then from there I have to get the factory muffler cut off and all that, because I still have that installed. I haven't touched the exhaust. It's extremely quiet because that's the factory tailpipe. The muffler's still underneath it, so I will get that cut out. And I want to put a an SLP Loudmouth 2 on this, because I have not seen any videos of the Loudmouth 2. I've only seen the Loudmouth 1. So I wanted that on my last Tahoe and I never got it done. So I'm going to get it done on this. I'll just get duals. So it'll come out one side and come out the other. Yeah, and they're not ceramic coated. You can get ceramic coated headers, but they are pretty pricey compared to just the regular non-ceramic coated headers like mine, or like these. Because I mean, you can choose, different stuff, but these are not ceramic coated. So don't get these and look at them and think, oh, they're ceramic coated. No, they're not ceramic coated. The second you go to use them, they're going to start to turn colors, and they're not going to look this nice for the rest of the time you have them. Yeah, we'll see. They were like maybe over $500 total for everything, because I didn't get anything fancy. I didn't get Speed Engineering's plug wires. I have my own set that I'm going to replace. This is also the best time for you to do your spark plugs and wires, because if you're going to pull the factory wires off that have never been replaced, you're more than likely going to break one of them or tear one of them. So it's best to just replace them. I already have a set that I've already shown in numerous videos, so I'm not going to show that here, but they are AC Delco. The plug wires, if they hit the headers, I will have to probably buy a different set that will go around the headers, so that way they don't rub and catch on fire, because that wouldn't be very good. Yeah, that's really all I can say. I can't show how to tune or anything like that, because I don't know how to do that, and I don't have HP tuners, which I think is what 99% of the people that tune LSs use. So yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm not going to try to show. I'm not going to try to tell you how to do it, because I don't even know how to do it. But yeah, so definitely look forward to that. I'm also not going to show how to put these in, because I'm sure there's probably a few videos out there that show how to put these in. I'll show you, what they look like in the vehicle. I'll start it. I may do a before and after of, me starting it before I take them on, before I put them on, then after I put them on. I don't think it'll sound any different, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to showing you guys the headers, and I'll see you later.